Hello and welcome back to Rogue Trader. We are now ready to advance the main story. We have our new Space Marine, but before we do anything else, we need to deal with these two. Now, we previously dealt with them and we've done the whole conversation. We just need to do this now that we've actually we have context for what we're doing. So, survey the den. This brings it in. So now we get to have conversations. So, this is fine. We tell everybody that the commissar is a traitor, which goes through this. We then say that we have a gang. Everyone's for it. Wonderful. We say that the commissar is no longer in charge of this unit. Everyone is fine. We ask where Malice kept the trophies. We find that we already have everything. We ask Malice whether he has any extra. He doesn't say anything. That's fine. We shall make the arena drink of Xeno's blood. We're saying they'll come with us. We don't need that to happen. Well, right. Now we're getting into the actual bits. Do you wish to repent, traitor? Okay. So what are we going to do with the commissar here? What are we going to do with this guy? Well. Let's see what we're going to say here. For your crimes, I'm sentencing you to death and granting you the Emperor's peace. I think we kill him. I think that he betrayed everybody, sending them to their deaths. We simply, we're not going to try and do poetic justice, we just kill him. Awesome. The commissar meets your blow with a straight back and a raised chin, just as a real disciplinary officer of the Imperium would. Maybe nothing more than a fraud's deception, but this fraud relishes his performance and prefers to die without breaking character. Oh, we can now loot him. Ooh. So we get a hot shot lasgun, radiant chest plate, and a cloud gas grenade. Okay. Save. Now we're going to deal with Malice. I don't know what we're going to do with Malice, but, you know, we no longer need Malice to cure us as we've been cured. The maggot is out of our head, so let's see. You should have shown greater hospitality when I first came to you. Let's see what we're going to say here. Well, I'm going to say I can't kill him for some reason. I could send him to the arena though. I'm gonna say, I don't really think letting him go is a sensible plan. I think that as much as he did save our life, he did it for his own needs. I don't think him serving us is good. I don't think you know, human superiority is the path I want to take, so we're kind of down to send him to the arena or leave him in prison. I'm going to leave him in prison. We have made our decision. Right. So, now we've done that, we can now leave, and I guess we just got to fight in the arena. Our portal isn't there, but I guess we can go in the other portal? Cool. Let's do a save. And let's go. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I know I just literally saved 2 seconds ago. Let's make a real save. This is us ready to go to the arena. Let's go. Team. Okay, so who can we take out? Or let's start with who can't we take out? Jai and Pascal cannot leave our team because Jai and Pascal have things that nobody else has. Oh, but people suggested I take Argenta. I was thinking we can't take Jai and Pascal out because they have stats nobody else has. But people have suggested you take Abelard, Argenta, or Let to everything. But maybe they were just meaning so that when you were captured, they came with you. But Urlet seems like it would be a good person to take into the arena anyway. Argenta seems good to take into the arena. Abelard again seems good. It's like trying to find one person to take out. I want to bring Jai because I want to have the ability to do things during conversations. I guess I have to take out Pascal for Ulfar, right? If these three have to come with us, I don't know why Argenta has to come with us. It's just been suggested that she should. So, I think Pascal has to be the one who take out for Ulfar. And if we see a tech use thing, we come back for Pascal. Yeah, that has to be it. Done. Because, yeah, we need to, it would be if we see a tech use thing that needs to be opened, we literally just come back, reset our squad, and go back out again and pick it up. Really, the answer is Ulfar doesn't need to come with us, but, you know, we have Ulfar. But we're not going to not take the Space Marine with us when we get the Space Marine. Right, this is going to change our formation slightly. It's now something a little bit more like... Could you please calm down? These people shouting in front of us. It's going to be something a little bit more like this. That's our formation now. Yeah, like this.
I always have a backup plan.
Wait for him to get to the front. He is a little slower walking than other people, which just bugged me slightly, but that's okay. I'll just not look at him. Right, and there's the way into the arena.
I always keep my options open.
Where we have a potential for another companion. If thou see a flaw in me, smite me. Argenta's hoarse whispers are nothing like the usual clear, almost mellifluous voice that she uses for prayer. Smite me. She looks up at you, her dark eyes gleam anxiously. Rogue trader, you find me at prayer. Darkness surrounds us, and we will require all the spiritual fortitude our ravaged hearts can muster. Are you distraught because of Vigastus's fate and the deaths of those betrayed by the Commissar? Argenta hangs her head. Yes, I am. I was the one who found those people. I brought them to the Commissar, I prayed for them, I gave them hope, and he sent them to an abattoir to die for those monsters' amusement. They might have, in their final moments, they might have thought that I, too, had betrayed them. I once more failed to see the wickedness where I shouldn't have seen it. Or where I should have seen it. I failed those people, loyal and brave. But it is not only that. I thought naively that faith and perseverance had helped me cut through the schemes of the foul Xenos. That we were on a path to freedom. In truth, though, it was all just another part of the act. The vile monsters must have been cackling with glee as they observed my foolishness. Well, remain steadfast. We'll break free from this darkness. Thank you for your words of solace, Rogue Trader. Argenta pauses, contemplating something. A shadow crosses her face, followed by a flash of unreadable emotion. Tell me, Rogue Trader, do you trust me? Please look into your heart and tell me what you see. I do. You are a faithful ally. But what if I am undeserving of your trust? Rogue Trader, to lose hope is to err in the eyes of the Emperor, and I am drawing closer to erring than ever before. The darkness all around me thickens, the clutches of our captors are strong. If I am to give myself fully to the battle ahead, I will need all my strength. To summon such strength, I must purge my soul. Tell me, will you hear my confession? Of course. I killed Theodora von Valancius. What? Okay. What? You killed her because she was a heretic? Alright. What? Ha, we're all wearing masks, even the most righteous. Jai shakes her head in disappointment. Earliette raises her head slightly and looks around, clearly not fully understanding what is wrong, but sensing the shift in the mood around her. Yes, it was me. Not your treacherous kin, Voigtveer. Not the cultists. Me. She speaks with a strange blend of pride and horror in her voice. I remember every last detail. The ship was under attack. I grabbed my weapon and ran to her side because I thought it was my duty to protect the Emperor's chosen. And what did I witness when I burst into her study? Theodora von Valancius, a rogue trader holding a sinister sorceress artifact radiating with profane light. It was a lens like the ones we saw in the Rycad system, except it was smaller and far more potent. I instantly knew it to be a weapon of the arch enemy, I'd seen objects like it before on Salus Prime, the planet where I had sought the sacred relic and where I had nearly died at the hands of the cultists. So many things were made clear to me in that moment. So piercing was the revelation, so obvious the answer to how those heretics had found a way to a planet known to none but those of House von Valancius. I fired before I could even fully comprehend what I was seeing. Terra's light must have guided my hand, for one shot was all it took. The bolter discharge destroyed both the arch-enemy's artifact and the owner's black heart, but... I did not regret killing her, nor do I regret it now. Theodora had succumbed to the arch-enemy and its dark sorcery. The entire attack on the ship was merely a result of her and Voigtvir feuding over their spoils, and I realized it in my heart the moment I saw the artifact in her hand. But standing in that same room was the honourable arch-militant, a devout servant of the Emperor, and the reason I had made it off Salus Prime after the cultist attack. That'd be Mort then. When he saw me firing at Theodora, he instinctively rushed to protect her. I killed him too. Argenta lowers her gaze for a moment. Oh wow. I know we've got Abelard here, but I can't help but wonder what would have happened if we had Adira here for this conversation. She would be going crazy. Do you remember the orphans I once asked you to meet with, Rogue Trader? One of the boys was the son of the man I killed. My whole life I had sworn I would not allow villains to orphan children of the Imperium, and then I did so myself. This is what true faith is really about, shooting first and asking questions later, sacrificing the innocent without thinking of the consequences. Where is your humanity, sister? The world is not divided into black and white. Lady Theodora, Ord, fell at the hand of the one meant to protect the servants of the God Emperor. I never doubted the security of the von Valancius bloodline when you were so close. But now the very foundations on which the power of the rogue traders rests seems to have been violated. Abelard looks at Argenta with a visceral loathing in her eyes, uncovered, or in his eyes I assume, uncovered by either courtesy or respect. Argenta looks at you anxiously, waiting for your reaction. Okay. Interesting. You kept this secret all this time. I did, and I despise myself for doing so. Sisters of Battle are taught to laugh in the face of lies and intrigue. Instead, I feared that I would face immediate execution for the murder of the rogue trader. I hoped that people would think it was Voigtvir or the cultist who killed her. And I was right. But that lie, it burned in my throat. And here, in this horrific reality away from Terra's light, I realized I could keep my silence no longer. Also, wait a second. I just noticed that our Space Marine has just wandered off. He's not even here. Interesting. Interesting. Let's see what we got here. Do you at least regret what you did? Your hands would not be covered in the blood, or would not be covered in the blood of innocence had you not acted on impulse. You should have told me the truth. I see no reason to condemn you. Theodora deserved to die for her treachery, and for any other victims it was acceptable collateral damage. What's done is done. I hope you will learn from this. Right now we need to think about a way to escape. Where you murdered my kin and hid the truth from me, that's unforgivable. Leave my retinue, may Komarag take you. Okay, let's do the eliminating thing. I don't think we can say 3. 3 may be true, but I don't think we can say it because Abelard would be very unhappy. 5, I don't think we can say, and this falls into what I was talking previously, a couple episodes, about when I play these games I kind of have this companion clause where what we may want to say we avoid because it would make a companion leave our party, and it's more interesting to have companions in your party than to not. So, 5 cannot be here because it would make a companion leave our party. So that leaves us with 2 and 4. I think what we're going to say is, do you at least regret what you did? I think that is a fine answer. It shows that we do not agree with it, but it does not necessarily exclude her from our party. I think if it forces us afterwards, we choose 4. And we need to find a way to escape. That's pragmatic, and I think it's our answer. So, do you at least regret doing what you did? Your hands would not be covered in the blood of innocents had you not acted on impulse. I regret the deaths of innocents every waking moment. But how could I avert my eyes from heresy? That goes against my very nature. I'm glad to have revealed the truth to you, rogue trader. The dishonesty has been driving me out of my mind. Well, that is certainly a big revelation. So now we know who killed Theodora, and it wasn't Voigtvir. Despite him wanting to be the one who killed her. Interesting. Interesting. I get the feeling that when we get out of this place, there's going to be a lot of consequences we're going to have to go through. But we have to get out of this place first. I think that's why they put us here. I think this is why they put this part in the game. They wanted to have reveals, but they didn't want you to immediately have to act upon them. They wanted there to be a bigger thing that you had to deal with immediately.
Let us not dawdle.
Well, let's go. Arena. Okay. Interesting. I don't know what the deeper consequences of Argenta doing that are. But I do know that it rephrases or restructures how the game looks. So it's no longer like a mystery as to how Theodora died. But now we kind of have the mystery for what the hell Theodora was doing with the Sorceress artifact. Which I think we learned a little bit about, but we've kind of stayed away from a little bit as well. So, okay. Thirsters of woe, an exquisite strife awaits you. The bloodstained proselytes will face the sophisticated killers of the cabal of the poisonous whisper, and the challengers who have already survived one fight in the arena will go up against the fresh battle meat provided by the cabal of the wounded skies. Okay. Just waiting for it. It's giving you a chance to read it. Okay. This person looks different. Oh, they immediately changed the camera angle, but there was one character who looked like they were wearing different armor than everyone else.
Your kind has no
Well,
right to exist.
Time to go to war.
Exquisitely.
Okay. What's this? Enter the portals. Oh, okay. Interesting. Well, you cannot use cover. And you take up 4 squares. So you're going to go here. Yep. You also go way later in combat. Earliette is going to go here. Probably with Argenta. Well, no, maybe Jai backing her up here. Argenta. We're looking for you to be at this side because it's got a lot of enemies. But well, maybe we'll go here and we'll see where we can shoot. Yeah, I don't think this is really the right arena for her. Abelard is going to go here. This will block them from getting to our... It's going to go here. This will block them from getting to Argenta, but will not stop Argenta from shooting. Then we, wherever we are going to end up there, I think. So let's go over this way. Right. Start the battle. So frontline is actually going to be him now. You're going to get frontline. Okay. Backline is going to be Argenta. Rear, very obviously, is going to be here.
I'll make it happen.
Right. Overwhelming is going to be you.
If not me.
We're going to increase your armor.
I'll make it happen.
I just think he's a big enough target that they're all going to shoot him. Give you increased cover efficiency. Okay. Joint analysis increases our allies' damage if they remove exploits, and that allows their abilities to remove exploits. We can then head here and maybe take a shot at the Slith. They are a little stronger than they were in previous fights, I'm assuming because it knows you got your equipment back. Right. Let's go here. Surefire plan.
To it personally.
Then put extra
It's
stacks
as good as
on
done.
that one, which will also lower its damage, which is nice. With one shot, potentially. We're not going to do a lot of damage with that one shot. I think we just do perfect spot, which gives us cover efficiency, and we just chill.
I am a prey taker.
First one comes in. Second one comes in. Okay, didn't do much damage. Early yet. So, what have we got? So we have a Kabbalite sniper up here. I didn't even notice that guy. Oh, the portals let you access the snipers? Oh, I see.
I am not your Xenos pet, mon.
That's fine. Is there another one up here? Yep. Okay, that's going to be your next target.
Intent.
And then the brutal slith that's right in front of our Space Marine will be the third target. Right. Okay. Let's put extra stacks on... I can't put extra stacks because that's out of range. Let's do Cull the Bolt.
If it serves your cause.
Increase our damage. Then we're going to take a shot.
I am not your Xenos pet, monkey.
Nice. Now we're going to do a Cull the Bolt.
If I must.
Not Cull the Bolt. A bonus shot, whatever it's called.
The veil.
Claim the bounty. That now means that we have claimed that bounty and killed the sniper, which is good. I should have used perfect spot before I did that because that would have increased our chances of hitting. We hit anyway, so we didn't get punished. Let's do perfect
this
spot.
tedium is beneath me.
Increase stacks on that one.
If it serves your cause.
Then we're going to do an in my sights against this one.
I am not your Xenos pet, monkey.
So on her next turn, she will shoot that one immediately. They're moving forward. Right. I mean, obviously, like, buff Ulfar. That just seems like a very obvious first move. Then I'm going to set that as our target. So you get more characteristics if it's killed. We're then going to use Inspire, which will give Ulfar a bunch more damage. And then going to give him his first turn. Okay. So, we can't actually move this turn. I guess I could use Reckless Rush. That would allow me to move, right? For 0 AP. And I have stacks of versatility, so I can do it. So let's move forward. I also could have used Running Gun, I guess, to get me some stuff. He does have charge. I thought he didn't. Oh no, let's go for the throat. That is not charge. That's a different ability. Okay. Well. Interesting. So I could use this. And just pick a target and go for them. Okay. Interesting. Could also move forward. And hit you in the face.
Our foes reek of cowardice.
Let me educate you on the art of pain.
Followed by kick.
I will carve runes
Wonderful.
out of your bones.
Refuse to bow.
Followed by running
So
gun.
it shall be.
Then that lets us move forward again. And we can hit again.
I challenge you, damn it.
Nice. Okay. Could use some of these. Well, this would be pretty good actually. This gives him a free attack. Okay, nice. Stab again. Wonderful. Love to see it. So he's now going crazy. And I think that'll do. Yeah. Oh, then it's then it becomes his actual turn. Wonderful. Well, let's start with Reckless Rush.
None can do this better than a warrior of the All-Father.
We're then going to kick this one. Okay. Shoot.
See how the wolf succeeds.
Then we're going to stab, which gives us another AP back, because we killed with the knife. Then going to move forward. continually attack.
I have become the All-Father's worthy instrument!
Then shoot.
Wolves reign! Fire is thunder!
Oh, we hit someone in the background there.
His ruin!
Then we're going to use wildfire for free. Do a revel and slaughter.
None can do this better than a warrior of the
Nice.
All-Father.
Then hit.
Oh, you've unleashed my fury.
Wonderful. Great turn. Ow!
Morak.
Your suffering will sustain.
That was a lot of damage she took. He didn't even move for the parry. It was just like, yeah, he parried it. More, he stood still. Apparently that will block Argenta's shot, despite me saying previously that it wouldn't, and that was why we're going to do it like that. Okay, cancel. Let's go for controlled
Faith
shot.
without deeds is worthless.
Oh, I'll also increase our momentum, I guess, while I'm here. I can also use
In
steady
thy light
superiority
I
to make this shot
stand,
free.
And thy light I crave.
Let's shoot.
I'll do it. My emperor.
Tear your heart out for this.
Nice. Then we're going to shoot.
As the emperor commands, I act.
Now we'll activate Confident Approach. We activate it on 4 because that way we get the maximum damage part, and that means that it's better. This is where I think it starts to outperform
Doubt
base
is for the weak.
versatility. Okay. Then we're going to do Running Gun.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
And I'm going to take a step to the side. Fire around like this.
I'll do it. For you, my eradicated.
Wonderful. Then we're going to use
As
this.
the emperor commands, each strike is a prayer.
Okay.
I'll do
Revel
it.
and Slaughter. And we didn't use our wildfire, but that's fine. And then move back
Faith
into
without
cover.
deeds is worthless.
Nice. Over here. Charge.
I will do my duty.
Oh, I should have given him extra temporary wounds before he charged, but whatever. Didn't hit anyway.
At your beck and
Endure.
call.
Wall of Rock
Victory is
Creep.
imminent.
Hit.
Let me
Nice.
educate you on the art of pain.
Our turn. Go around here. Put stacks on them. I'm going to make this front line over here as well. Surefire plan increases our damage. Yeah, shoot.
Your end was inevitable.
Nice. Increase
I'll
armor.
see to it personally.
Increase cover
On it.
efficiency. Yeah. Do one of these as well. Right. End.
Hear you
Wonderful.
moving, no more.
Okay. Can I shoot this one? Yep.
If I must. I deal death with
Wonderful.
my hands.
Next squad drops its way down. This is Marazhai's squad. Abus runs his fingers along the edge of his blade. Your former captives, you have a chance to rectify the mistake that made you forfeit your Archon's favor. One of the witches lets out an acerbic laugh. I doubt Emiris will change her mind, and Sinistoria will surely not want to give up her new plaything. Marazhai glances at the witches, his eyes brimming with a sea of powerless rage. A moment later he looks at you. His expression changes slightly, one eyebrow arching, as if he's trying to make some agonizing decision. My offer still stands. Would you consider switching sides? Elentak. Erliet chokes, unable to continue. Malachi, did you take too many hits to the head? You're not going to, are you? Ah, a fine jest. He is joking, right? Ulfar catches your eye and the humor evaporates from his face. Troll's balls, you're not joking. Abelard sighs and comments quietly. Welcome to our fraternity of the perplexed, my Lord Ulfar. Get used to it. The rogue trader never fails to astonish. Abelard's just like, I'm done with this. I've been tortured. I've been made old. I'm young again. I've seen my dead wife. This is just too much. I've just found out that my previous employer was killed by the person I thought was protecting them, and then they were allowed to stay in our group. I'm done with everything. Anyway. Foolish monkey, the former Draken of the Reaving Tempest is the property of the cult, and only the succubi have the right. The tormented expression in Marazhai's eyes vanishes, to be replaced with the malevolent resolve you have come to know. Your offer is accepted, monkey. What did you say, wretch? Oh. Whoop. Hello there. Welcome to the team.
Scum! You don't belong in this galaxy.
What was that whimper, monkey?
I just love that the first thing that our character shouts is Xenos scum, you do not belong in this galaxy after recruiting Marazhai. It's like, okay, kind of feel like you're not making him feel welcome in the squad. Yeah. Well, I guess Abelard doesn't need to stand there anymore, but you could stand like that side, and then Argenta can stand like here. There we go. It's the same fight. Do we have the guys up on here this time? Nope. Nobody up on the top. Start the battle. Okay, so we got Abyss goes first, followed by Champion, followed by Torturer. So a lot's going to be happening on this side immediately. We're thinking backline is going to be here.
I'll make it happen.
Then frontline, I think it's going to be...
I won't compromise my principles.
How do I see that? So I'm going to have to walk here, and then I can put frontline there?
Don't let your guard down.
Okay, we might want to go hide in the back line bit here, but we actually kind of want to be over here. I guess we want to end our turn here. Rear is going to be there.
If not me.
Wonderful. Right, we then make this our armored area.
Happen.
This area needs better cover efficiency. This area is going to have overwhelming stratagem. Kill zone does not matter, although it's probably going to be here. Let's be realistic, looking at where they are. We're then going to increase our allies' damage. Then I'm going to do surefire plan, and I'm going to put extra stacks on Abyss because you know they're named. That makes sense. Right, done.
I bring agony.
Perfect.
Pain is all.
Actually perfect in terms of where they ended.
Mine now.
Yeah. Okay. So just checking what levels we are here. Okay, so set one there. Then set one there.
If it serves your cause.
Then set one there.
I understand your intent.
Right. Just thinking, if I find the right angle, if I shoot in here, that would shoot through, right? That would. Perfect. Let's do that. Then do piercing. Yeah, let's do piercing shot.
I approach the designated position.
That's going to do a lot of damage. Then we're going to call the bolt and shoot.
I am not your Xenos pet, mon ancestors guide me.
I would really like if I could see the damage on the character, but that's okay. We will use Perfect Spot,
if it serves your cause,
which now puts us into better cover, and then claim the bounty, which will again shoot through them. Nice.
Your misery is my treat.
Oh no, they're coming in closer. Well, that's not going to end well for them.
Does not become prey.
Marazhai?
I yearn for agony.
Are we going to have trouble getting past these people? Maybe. Well, this one I actually think we buff Argenta.
Don't get too cocky.
You then assign objective on the lower of the two. So this one.
I can do that with the right incentive.
We then going to use Inspire on Argenta.
Don't get too cocky.
Then we're going to give her a turn.
Am I getting paid for this?
Right.
I'll do it.
Raise Resolve. And we want to shoot out this way, although I'd love to see the things. I'm going to do a save here, actually. I'm going to reload it. Because I want to see the health bars. Because it's really useful for working out what you're going to do on a turn. So let's just do a reload. Right. There we go. Because I really want to see what damage we're doing. Because I think it's useful. I know the music stopped, which does make it a little anticlimactic, but instead of carrying on like we did in one of the earlier fights, I think just reloading and being able to... There you go, now we can see this again. This looks much better. We're going to Devastating Attack as well on this attack. Oh, that does take away... Oops, probably shouldn't have Devastating Attacked, but whatever, shoot.
Doubt is for the weak. For you, my emperor.
Didn't manage to knock him over. That's fine, whatever, that'll do. And then you're done. Right. Ulfar. Well. Wow, that's going to do no damage to him? Wow, okay. Let's start with... A kick.
See how the work succeeds.
Followed by moving forward. Yeah, move forward here.
I hunger for battle.
Rapid fire. Fire.
So it shall be.
Will be delectable.
Okay.
Say bite of death.
Then we're going to use
Don't like that.
running gun.
Cubs play.
And then we're going to hit you.
So shall I have become
Didn't
the
quite kill.
All-Father's worthy instrument.
That's fine. That's as much as he got to do. Turns out not being buffed, he's not as good as he was when he was buffed. It's a shocking concept. Right, Devastating Attack. Then fire. Like this.
I'll do it.
Woe to you.
Nice. Okay. Then we're going to use this.
As the emperor commands, I act.
That's another versatile. I should have used
I'll do
Confident Approach there. But now we've used Confident. Now we're going to use Wildfire. And fire again here. This should do a lot more.
You eradicated.
Nice.
You call this a strike?
Then we're going to use Steady
Power resides
Superiority
in the will of the righteous.
and set you on fire,
As the emperor
which should
commands,
kill.
I act. Each strike is a
Nice.
prayer.
Thanks to the kill zone area. Perfect. Seems good to me. Abelard? Get up here. Give yourself some temporary wounds. Wall of Rockcrete.
Indeed.
Charge.
At your beck and call.
Nice.
Work for a
Followed by
fresh
hitting
I will
them
do my
again.
duty. An exemplary strike.
Wonderful. Us again? Okay. Not sure. Let me move rear to there.
I'll make it happen.
Okay.
It's
Start
as good as
analysis. Yeah, put more stacks
done.
on
I'll
this
see
one.
to it personally.
Then we're going to
On it.
perfect spot. Can I shoot over here? Yeah, surefire plan. And
I won't
shoot over
stand
here.
for it.
Oh well, we tried.
I am a prey
One
taker.
few at a time.
Perfect. Earliet. Claimed bounty.
I am not your Xenos pet.
Nice. Followed by dismantling
Pay with
attack.
your blood in the name of Kel
Unleash
Kane.
my fury.
Followed by call the bolt. And shoot. Nice. Extra stacks on this
I
one.
understand your intent.
And I guess I'll do this in case it survives.
Beneath me.
Will not withstand
Okay.
my
Slow and
Marazhai.
painful is the way.
Okay. Jai,
Don't get
Buff.
too cocky.
give another
Tell
turn.
me, and it is done.
Shoot.
If I must. I hear you moving. No more.
A finale as bloody as it is disappointed. The pathetic amateurs who are wrongfully proclaimed champions of the arena have been brought down at the hands of the unworthy challengers. Impale the failures, glory to the victor. Good. But yeah, see, this is the one I was pointing out previously. They're wearing different armor than the rest of them. Just slightly. Get out, monkey, and tell Tervantius that he will pay for this insult. Okay. Marazhai shakes the blood off his blades and turns to you, battle fury still blazing in his eyes. A moment later, his lips twist into a smile. Well now, one can only marvel at the fickle turns of fate, rogue trader. Sometimes we all have to contend with the circumstances that may make any ally count. Abelard is trying to convince himself, looking at the Xenos in indignation and dismay. Urliette raises her weapon, uncontained rage flashing in her eyes. I will do what the Elentak did not have the courage to do. Ah, cousin, you have inexplicably managed to earn the forgiveness of the one that you betrayed and pushed into Komarag's embrace, and now you intend to go against his will by killing me. Your lauded Asuryani restraint is failing you, much as it has done before. Urliette hesitates for a few moments and shrinks under the mocking gaze of the Drukhari. So, monkey. Marazhai looks at you with a strange expression as if struggling to comprehend what has just transpired. You really are intent on escaping from the chasm, aren't you? Bold ambitions for arena meat. I have no desire to die for spectators' amusement, and I take neither do you. Never. I will break out of this arena and void the cult's executioners and make Urmaris and Nazrakai pay for every moment of our humiliation. They will take us to the chasm now. Let us talk somewhere quiet. The Shrieker's den will do. A turn of the head, a quick glance, a subtle nod. You take notice of a wordless conversation happening between some of your companions. They're like, Rogue Trader's lost his mind, ain't he? Yep, we're gonna stab this guy in the back the moment he turns his head. Yup. Yes, we have much to discuss. I will head there now. Do not make me wait. Marazhai's abilities. It might be a little early to tell us what his abilities are, given that I'm fairly certain that my companions just wordlessly agreed to, kill him. We'll see. Marazhai is a Drukhari and Drakon of the Cabal of the Reaving Tempest. Marazhai does not use human weapons and can wear either Drukhari armor or, if he learns the required feature, Aldari armor. Marazhai's unique ability deals strength-based damage to Marazhai himself and inflicts the bleeding effect on him. While Marazhai is bleeding, he gains 3 resolve and can obtain other bonuses as his power grows. Marazhai is also an assassin. Wait, we have an assassin who actually uses the assassin stuff as you're meant to? Crazy. Assassins have a unique parameter called lethality, whose value can change over the course of combat and is equal to either the assassin's dodge or their dodge reduction, whichever is greater. They have Seek the opening. We already know about this. Okay. Hey team. Everybody cool?
Keep your wits about you.
Everybody's like, you are absolutely insane. What the hell are you even thinking? We're like, hey everybody, let's just be cool about this. Let's just talk this out. Okay.
Rise to the top, or
Over
get
here.
left in the dust.
Abyssus is a Agonizer. Interesting. And a Bloodseeker Clave. Okay. But yeah, we have a melee weapon. Actually, yeah, we'll take another one of those. We now actually have a melee weapon which is used by an assassin. And the assassin has agility, and we can use all those Drukhari melee weapons. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, we now actually have everything that previously we've been missing. Can I go through the portals? Nope. Alright then.
I always keep my options
I also
open.
cannot leave that way, despite the portal being open a second ago. I guess I have to go out the other way. Okay. Well, head out. Blaster and a Deadshot sniper rifle. We'll take them. It is nice that it lets you have those, even though you can't access them normally. Right. Yeah. I imagine we'll be speaking to the Harlequin again. That would be my thought as we leave here, unless we have to go back to the homunculus to, before we can learn more. That's what I was gonna say. Right. I must return to the Shrieker's Den. My duty calls me. Why did... Why did those two just leave? The Space Marine and the retinue has suddenly grown smaller. They're... Where is it? The Rogue Trader's opponents have fallen. Find a way to respect... Is it the... Where's the... It's suddenly grown smaller. There we go. The Rogue Trader's retinue has suddenly grown smaller. The reasons for the departure did not sound particularly convincing, so perhaps it'd be best to investigate what's happening at the Shrieker's pit in the den. Yeah, perhaps. I'm just noticing that Argenta and our Space Marine both left. That's not good. That's not good at all. Are they about to... are we going to find Marazhai's corpse here?
I always have a backup plan.
That would seem a likely outcome. That would be unfortunate. They're like, we'll just run on ahead and, you know, make sure everything's okay. Yup. We just talk about this, guys? Jai, I'm gonna need your powers of persuasion. Time seems to stand still when you enter. Figures cast in shadow, huddled against the walls, turn to you. Everyone except the few standing frozen in the middle of the room with weapons in their hands. Argenta is panting, but her weapon is steadily trained on Marazhai. May thy will fortify my hand, may my faith in thee grant me strength. Ulfar's rumbling, malicious laughter echoes off the lair's ceiling.
A nimble pest, aren't you? You could have surrendered without a fight. I would have snapped your neck and spared you torment, but you chose to die more painfully.
Marazhai, his armor is dented in a few places, lets out a guttural laugh. What are you waiting for? It's about time we finished our little dance. Marazhai lightly brandishes his blades, laughing mockingly in his opponent's face.
I can continue dancing with you for a long, long time, but I am growing weary of your pathetic attempts.
What is going on?
Not all your lackeys are well trained, Malachi. As soon as I crossed the threshold of this squalid hole, I was forced to take up arms.
The abomination you have allowed into the ranks of your companions must die. This is his will and my duty, Rogue Trader. Argenta's eyes burn with frenzied, incinerating fire.
Oh there! I decided to unwind by chasing the stringy Xenos around the ceiling, or across the ceiling. Join me, Vatar.
I did not save Marazhai's life so you could take matters into your own hands. Put your weapons away, all of you. Argenta's gaze upon you is full of condemnation. I will not oppose you, Rogue Trader, though my soul may clamour for the destruction of this foul thing. But I will wait for it to give me cause. I will wait, eagerly. Ulfar slams his gauntlet-clad fist against his armor, heaving a sigh of disappointment.
I am not one to end the battle while a Xenos still stands. But no matter, scrawny and human, we will get the chance to finish this another time.
Marazhai takes his eyes off the exit and looks at you. The contorted mask of battle rage slides from his face and he sheaths his blades. If your lackeys have seen enough of the show, I have business to discuss with you, Malachi. Marazhai is casually inspecting his armor for damage, seemingly unperturbed by the attempted reprisal against him. That went much better than I thought it was. I thought it was going to be a you or me conversation. It was not. This was fine.
Monkey, rogue trader, there is something you must do for me.
What do you need?
The soul of Irimeris, the Archon of the Reaving Tempest. It should belong to me. I do not know where, I do not know how, but that bitch tried to dispatch me without sullying her own hands, and she deserves to lose her life. Her soul will remain in my soul trap.
With a lazy nod, Marazhai indicates the dark crystal hanging from his belt. Interesting, so he has a soul trap, and Urliette has the spirit stone, both of which have a soul in them. Not so different, I think.
When we at last face each other, and we will face each other, even if I have to gut all of Camorra to do it. And if you're there when it happens, do not even think of trying to deliver the final blow. Only an Aziriesh has the right to take the life of an Aziriesh, and that right is mine.
Wait, only an Aziriesh? Are you related?
Irimeris is my sister. What does it matter?
You have a complicated relationship, I see.
Yes. I valued her until she went too far in her attempts to dispose of me. She valued me until I refused to bare my throat for the blade without a word. Our relationship has come to a dead end. Now the tie between us must be severed.
Why do you hate Irimeris so much? It was your own fault you ended up in the chasm.
It is all somewhat more complicated than you're capable of understanding. Our game of old must come to an end. My first step went awry because of Nazrake's treachery. Now all I must do is finish what I started. Destroy her with my own hands before she destroys me.
What do you want of her soul?
Simply killing her is not enough for me. No, it is too banal. Keeping her imprisoned for all eternity in a cage of misery from which there is no escape. That is a fate more to my liking. Her fury and torment will feed me until her spirit dries up like a fountain of blood spraying from a sliced artery. And also, it might make her resurrection problematic.
Resurrection? What resurrection?
Naive creature. The homunculi of Camorra, including Tavantius, whom Irimeris favors, are able to regenerate our slain kin from small pieces of flesh held in amniotic tubes. Any Drakari you kill on the field of battle can come for you again, albeit at a price, since the homunculus claims a portion of their client's soul as payment for this precautionary measure. Perhaps Irimeris was desperate enough or insane enough to resort to such a contract. Who knows? Having Irimeris' soul in my keeping might make her regrown form, if one appears, defective. She might not remember me or you at all.
Ooh, okay. And that means that Tazara, who we previously killed, may also have this contract. That would be unfortunate. Well, Very well, if we should encounter Imaris at any point, or Iremaris at any point, I shall allow you to deal the final blow.
The answer I was expecting. I do not expect to wait long for the confrontation. When my sister learns of what occurred in the arena, she will send assassins, or decide to come herself.
Marazhai breaks off. All his attention is now focused on a bent plate on his shoulder. A second later, he grips the edge of the plate and with a strangled groan tears it off. A piece dislodges with a hiss. Marazhai begins to straighten the bent piece with his hands, revealing the surprising strength contained within his lean body. Look at what it was covering. You're shocked to find no under armor or clothing. It seems the thin, light armor is attached directly to the Drukhari's pale skin, roped with veins. You notice 2 pinprick marks surrounded by purplish bruises. Something pierced his flesh here, and that is what kept the armor in place.
What are you looking at?
After a few seconds, some ancient awareness spikes in you. The rapt attention of a deadly predator is focused on you. Your eyes dart up. Marazhai has noticed your interest. Silently, he turns his head to you and leans down. His eyes bore into yours, his gaze mocking and charged with promise. Your armor is held on with hooks that dig into your body.
Correct. Directly into the nerve centers. Direct stimulation of the trigger points, provoking constant, unrelenting pain. Do you know how pleasurable it feels when your suffering rings out in unison with another's? The overwhelming ecstasy when your own agony bleeds into the agony of your enemy. My world is woven from that pleasure. I can show you that world. I can teach you, if you do as you are told.
Nod wordlessly? Sure.
An obedient pet. Good. Then start by carrying out my order. If we meet Irimeris, she is mine. And now, go. I'm finished with you. For now.
This relationship doesn't appear to be in the correct direction. We're in charge, but, I guess we are not. Okay. Interesting. Well, this seems like a good moment to end the episode. Let me just do a quick check on Marazhai as well. He's nothing. He's not dogmatic, heretical, or iconoclast. He does not register on our scale. Is that the same with Earliet? It is. I guess because heretical is chaos, right? Not like just Xenos. So, interesting. But I wanted to check. He's level 29. So, although we got Ulfar at level 20, we've got Marazhai at a much higher level. Interesting. Also, he has no skills whatsoever. I guess he's going to have demolition as his skill eventually. We'll see how that goes. Right. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.